The sun was rising over the calm waters of Galilee. Among them were Simon, Peter, and Andrew, two brothers who had spent their whole lives on these waters. Suddenly, a presence filled the shore. A man with a peaceful glow in his eyes stood watching them. Jesus of Nazareth. "Cast your nets on the right side," he calmly said. Although confused, the brothers obeyed, and instantly the nets tightened with so many fish that they almost tore apart. Peter dropped to his knees in awe. Jesus looked at them with a smile and said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Without hesitation, they left everything. This was the beginning. Not far from them, James and John, sons of Zebedee, were repairing their nets. When Jesus called them, they felt something stir deep inside their hearts. A feeling stronger than fear, stronger than doubt. They left their boat, their father, and followed him. The journey had begun. As Jesus and his first disciples traveled from town to town, from the shores of Galilee to the heart of Judea, the crowds swelled. They followed him not just for the spectacle, but for the hope he ignited. They were the hungry, the sick, the forgotten, drawn to a voice that spoke with an authority they had never known. In the bustling marketplace of Capernaum, a man sat alone amidst the chaos. Matthew, the tax collector. Hated by his own people as a traitor, he was surrounded by wealth but starved of connection. He watched Jesus heal a blind man, speak with gentleness to a child, and saw a kingdom that had no place for scorn. Then Jesus stopped. His gaze cut through the noise, landing on Matthew. He spoke two simple words, "Follow me." A hush fell over the market. People gasped, murmuring in disbelief. A tax collector? But Matthew, without a second's hesitation, rose from his seat. The silver coins he had coveted moments before now seemed like dust. He left them all behind, for in Jesus' eyes he found what no amount of money could buy: forgiveness, purpose, a new beginning. That night Matthew threw a great banquet, inviting all his fellow outcasts to meet the man who had seen him and called him friend. Later, as they walked a quieter path, Philip, his heart still racing with excitement, found his friend Nathanael sitting in the shade of a fig tree, deep in prayer. "We have found the one Moses wrote about," Philip exclaimed, "Jesus of Nazareth." Nathanael, a man of devout faith, was skeptical. "Nazareth," he scoffed. "Can anything good come from there?" "Come and see," Philip urged. As Nathanael approached, Jesus smiled gently. "Behold, an Israelite in whom there is no deceit." Then he added, "I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called you." Nathanael froze. The world around him faded away. That quiet moment, known only to him and God, was seen. A wave of awe washed over him. "Rabbi," he breathed, "you are the Son of God, you are the King of Israel." As the group grew, so did the signs of his divine power. In a synagogue, he restored a man's withered hand, challenging the cold-hearted rules that had forgotten mercy. He brought hope to weeping widows and calmed the storms that raged within people's hearts. Those who followed him knew this was no ordinary teacher. This was the Messiah. One morning on a mountain, Jesus prayed before calling the rest of the disciples who would walk with him into history. He called Thomas, curious and courageous, Thaddeus and Simon the Zealot, each with powerful stories and passionate hearts. He chose James the Less and Jude, humble but strong in spirit, and finally, Judas Iscariot. Even knowing what lay ahead, Jesus welcomed him with the same love. The 12 stood together, fishermen, tax collectors, thinkers, dreamers, different backgrounds, different personalities, and yet united by one purpose. Jesus lifted his hands and blessed them. "You will be my witnesses to the ends of the earth." The wind swirled around them as if heaven itself whispered amen. The disciples looked at Jesus and felt courage rise within them. This was the moment destiny began. Their lives would never be the same. For more of these exciting and spirit-filled Bible stories, please subscribe, like, share, and comment. I believe in Jesus Christ. Amen.